true inspiration. And before we start, let us give a brief introduction.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our next keynote speaker, Vismi Palat. Vismi, a healthcare IT professional in Melbourne, excels in data operations and integration, a speaker, influencer, and family violence advocate. She promotes self-love and goal investigation. Her journey of self-discovery began after a challenging relationship, leading to a deeper sense of self-acceptance and purpose. Despite initial cultural and confidence barriers, Bismi, a single mother of three, became a vocal advocate for inclusion and diversity. She now inspires her teams by emphasizing the importance of mindset and willpower for success. Wow, great! That was a great profile. You are so inspiring, me. So
The stage is all yours.
please go ahead.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So, yes, I would really love to acknowledge and thank you for your beautiful introduction for me. My topic is mainly equity, diversity, inclusion, especially in the IT healthcare world and women's journey. The reason why this is the topic, and that may be my story. So, before going into my story, I always acknowledge my Lord, my God. I believe in true God, and that's the reason why I'm here to share my story. I'm from Australia, the beautiful island where many people, multicultural people, are living in harmony. But I would love to acknowledge our First Nation country, past, present, and emerging, because without their generosity and hospitality, we couldn't even come here and enjoy our life. So that's the culture that I believe acknowledging and accepting the love that they're giving and the love that the Creator giving. It took me a while to accept this love and acknowledge that in my life. That's that's where I'm taking you to my next slide. Always I was thinking like, I'd love to work in an IT world. And I know that from an Indian background, people are always excited to come to a foreign country and then do in the IT world. So I was not different. I picked up IT as my profession. I came here with a master's degree in IT, and then I tried to find out all different jobs for many years, but didn't get much luck. But again, even though I got some job, I was not having that real energy and real acknowledgement within myself. The reason I picked up is that when I saw Steve's this slide, I felt like he was telling this to me. He was telling the only way to do great work is to love what you do. I truly believe that. Reason is, I love the IT world. I love to do the work, but I was not quite sure whether I truly love that. My life just going and going. This is sort of like my job after COVID, like, computer, coffee mug, some phones, or sometimes like, some reading books all together in one place. We serve the community from your backyard or maybe your family room. And should I love my job? That was a question. I just want everyone who's hearing in this audience, can you just, touch or chat? Anybody loves your job after COVID? If you can raise the thumbs up. You love your life after COVID or before COVID? Like, I want the thumbs up for after COVID or love heart for after COVID. Yeah, yeah, I can see many. That's good. Yes, I am in all those love heart and thumbs ups, because Pre-COVID and post-COVID, old habits, new habits, right? Yeah. What is the old habit? I work for a healthcare system, one of the major trauma hospital in Melbourne. That means it's like a 24-hour job. So pre-COVID, my office hours, like, maybe start with 7 or finish with maybe 11 p.m. or sometimes even midnight. And then I don't have an idea of a hybrid world. I didn't have an idea that I can work from my home. The hours is always hard. And post COVID, what happened? How many of you are working hybrid or not even go to office? Can you give me a love heart if you are online workers? Yeah, thumbs ups. Yes, and that's why we are here. From the world around, all these 100 plus people are here, 95 people I can see now. Yeah, around the globe. It's only because the power of online or hybrid world. So after the COVID, I learned some words. EQ. EQ is always a new word for me after COVID because emotional intelligence, emotional coefficient came up into my life only after COVID. Before that, everyone will say that if you are having high IQ, you will get high job, you will get high pay, then you can have very good lifestyle in any country. But after COVID, things changed. I used to hear the name mental health, work life balance, equity, diversity, inclusion. I didn't hear those words before. That's where my story starting. So now I'm going to do the storytelling, just giving you these two pictures of mine, and then I'll go to my story. The first picture with my three boys with a message is the message that I put for my boys as a memory because I knew that I was going to die. 9 years ago, I was working in my IT world in this big trauma hospital. My colleague actually showed me that your face is actually shivering. And I was wondering, no, my face is all good. But they said, no, your first side of your face is shivering. And then you should see the doctor. And then she actually pushed me to the ED department, emergency department on the second floor where I work. And then they found that I'm having high blood pressure around 257 or so. They took me to some injection, some CT scan, something, and they found something that I didn't hear before. That's what called cerebral aneurysm. So they mentioned that I'm having cerebral aneurysm, which is around 7.9 centimeters. It will rupture now, and then you will get paralyzed, or you can even die, or you can have a stroke. And they wanted me to get treated through some platinum injected into it. I was having 14 or 18 months twin boys and 7 years old, the elder brother of them. And I didn't have anyone else in this country. Being a migrant here, I didn't have anyone to help. And I don't know what to take, what decision I should take. So you may be wondering why I didn't have anybody, but I got three boys. Yeah, anyone? Yeah, the reason why I didn't have anybody because I had to run out of the family to save my boy's life. With all these different issues happening, we call now that as family violence or coercive control, narcissism. You mention all different names, and then you can name many different things. I have to leave my husband to save my three boys from foster care. I know that in different Western world, foster care is not a big deal because many of them are doing that. For my case, it is different because I was waiting almost 9 years of treatment to get my first boy. I always call that as a miracle boy because all the medical medical surgeons confirmed that I can't become a mother. But somehow, God gave me a baby boy to prove my motherhood. And after again another 6 years of my treatment, I got triplets. But the journey with my husband, which is up and down with emotions and all different things, I had to lose one of my triplets. But I got my twin boys 7 weeks premature. And that's the time that I started to love again. I started to be a mother. To save three boys, I have to leave my husband behind. And I had to leave everything that we had together for last 18 years. But I feel precious to keep my boys together. The reason, giving a chance to be a better person for these three different souls, I am making three better families than I had. So I took that tough decision to be alone and then raise these three boys to create the next generation that they will listen. They will understand the power of respecting women. They will understand helping the other people, showing some kindness, showing that love, joy, and spread that peace around the world. So I picked up that decision to run away from that family and then leave alone, hiding. Why hiding? Because the community never liked the idea of going alone and then living alone. So I had to hide from the community and I had to hide all these news of living alone from my workplace as well. Because I was wondering that if I say these things, it may affect my workplace and I may not get any more opportunity to work in IT industry. And we all know that IT industry is always competitive and then they look forward to the people who doesn't have any other commitment and people can work for longer hours. So I didn't tell anybody for around 2, 3 years until my dad passed away. When I realized that I got this cerebral aneurysm, in a couple of weeks' time, my dad actually diagnosed with a tumor in his tummy. So I was thinking that I'm going to die. So I need to see my dad and get the blessings. So I kept my three boys in a family care. I went to India, saw my dad, had his surgery, got his blessing, and came back here. When I landed here, I heard the news that he got sepsis and he passed away. So that's the time the community knows about my dad's news, and they all came to my family home and they didn't see me and my kids. That's where they started to figure out where am I. But anyway, I didn't worry about my community that time because I was worried about my aneurysm and my life to look after my boys. So I went to my surgery. Miraculously, I gone back to work in 4 weeks' time. But that 4 weeks taught me a big lesson how to love yourself. Even though you have many issues in your life, if you are not loving yourself, you can't really do anything to others. I was not loving myself, and I was thinking that everyone was showing me different faces. Everyone was giving backstabbing. Everyone was showing discrimination because of my color, my accent, my way of doing things, and my body shape. And I was accusing everybody else. But when I started to love myself, I realized it's not them, it's not you. It was all started from inside. I didn't have the capacity to love myself. That's why I couldn't love other people. I was finding out the fault in other people. So that's where I started to find out the power of self love, finding out the real soul and spirituality, and finding out that status quo that we're maintaining. It's not the wrong status quo. It's the real one, the authentic one that you are building up in and around your community through your small gestures of love, peace, and joy around you. That actually started to showcase in my workplace in my little places around me, and people started to talk about it. And then when I was worried about my workplace, my leaders in the workplace also started to see that power that changes in my life. They started to give different projects and then they're getting more confidence in me. So I started like a 2 or 3 people in my team. Now I got almost 12 people in my team. I look after the business intelligence team in Alfred Health Hospital. I don't do much in technology now, but I love to help the people who are expert in technology, giving them the peer support, giving them that encouragement, helping them to dream again about their future, helping them to start craft their life with freedom. Because you and me, all of us in this world, got a little soul inside with a purpose. And if you don't know that purpose, you can't really work towards it. So I had many different instances, not having a baby, not finding out of a motherhood for 9 years. I found that being a mother, I can give or I can tick off one purpose. But then I got another two more souls. My purpose is to bring them as a gentle man, create a three family that can share love, joy, and peace. That's my current purpose. But at the same time, when I work for a healthcare organization, my purpose is to provide the technology or deliver the healthcare with excellence, along with that love, joy, and peace. When I connect with my community and sharing my story through my radio shows and my podcast, I realized my community really want people with authentic love, joy, and peace. This 98 people in this session, how many of you have that authentic love? How many of you really enjoyed that love from your close partner, maybe from your mother, my father, maybe from a teacher, from a friend? Can you give me a heart if you really found that authentic love? I can see some love hearts popping up. If not, nothing is wrong with other people. There is really something wrong within you, within inside you. So I just want only one small bit of advice or suggestion. That's it. If you feel like you are not worthy, if you feel like no one is loving you, the problem is within you because you are not loving yourself. You need to start loving you. If you start loving you, the whole world will change around you. They will start loving you. You don't need to chase them. You will get attracted. And the people will be around you with smiley faces, with warm hearts, with real support. That's what happened to me. There was a time in my workplace, in my community, that no one really talked to me. No one really say hello to me. No one really asked what happened to me. But now, when I'm there, or when I put something there, people are there asking many different help and giving different hands as a help as well. I didn't do anything to them. I didn't change anything to them. I changed only one thing. I started to connect to my core. I started to connect to my creator. I started to love myself. I truly believe this whole body is the temple of God, that God has a purpose in me, and I am uniquely and beautifully, wonderfully made with a great story. And my story is a masterpiece. And you don't have that story because mine is a unique story. And I'm really bold and beautiful to share that story. You are not different. You have a special story. You have a great, unique story. Just embrace it. Don't chase anything. If you embrace your uniqueness, if you start loving you, people will get attracted to you. That's it. That's where the equity, inclusion, and diversity comes up. Don't talk about it. Share that diversity through love. Share that cultural diversity through your specific way of loving others. Include everyone in your thought through that simple gesture of love. Let's start that gesture through very simple magical moments. The moment start from a little smile. So if you want to change the whole world, you don't need to go around the whole world. You just need to start in a small way. Like Mother Teresa used to say, give that little light with a great love. So you can give that great love with a great smile. So let's start. If you agree with me that a smile can change the world, show me the smile emoji. Let me see. And if you can see that smile emoji or happy face emoji, that means you are showcasing your love, your joy, your peace through your beautiful body. Let's embrace love, joy, and peace and spread that around. And let's reduce or eliminate the violence, family violence. Let's unite and give that power of love, joy, and peace to the whole world. If you want to know more about it, I have a radio show called Dominus Missy. I have a podcast. I have an interview. I love to hear your stories. I love to spread love, joy, and peace. And this is Pismi from Melbourne, spreading love, joy, and peace. Thank you. Any questions?
Thank you, Bismi. What an inspirational speech that was. I mean, I took out the key points. Raising three kids is not a small thing in these days. And also, I watched out your health conditions, cerebral paralysis. Getting out from that is a little bit tough. I take you as an inspiration. Thank you. What a wonderful speech altogether. So we have many questions flooded in the chat window. So I'll ask a couple of them. So that what are the most significant challenges you faced during the recovery process? Is one question from them.
Yeah, so the recovery process, I would say the physical issue, the health issues recovery process it's a bit more better because the hospital system in Australia is good. You don't need anybody to stay in the hospital. So I had to get my someone to look after my three boys at that time. Their twins were around 16 months, so they need to do everything. So I had to bring my brother here to look after them. But my recovery, it was in hospital, and they look after through the social work, and they gave all different things. So they discharged, and then I had a very close family friend who's the only family friend that I had during that time to have that support. So they looked after me literally like a real own sister for 3 weeks until I gone back to hospital. To be honest, I had to be at home for 8 weeks, but I was not confident to stay in the house by myself. So that's why I went to work so that whatever happens to me, I can go to my emergency department because I work at the hospital. So that's the reason I chose to go back to work with less intensive actions or a task after 4 weeks. But the recovery process is mainly to reduce the blood pressure and blood sugar, and then having that blood thinning because it's a clot inside your brain. They're putting platinum to stop that balloon. So I always say that I'm so expensive because it's platinum in my brain. So that's a more the recovery self-love, do the meditation, and then more of like a walking and then exercise to reduce the stress. So I would say my recovery was really quick because I was connected really well to that, to that my reality that if I don't do it, I'm gonna die, and I can't really be with my boys. So my purpose is still there. So I truly believe until we finish or accomplish our purpose, He will let us live in this world. So that may be the reason why I got that recovery quickly. Yeah.
I understand the process. I think you might have gone a lot of things. So I think the main thing here is like you have to be mentally prepared so that you will be recovered quickly. That is the one source. Even medicines will only work when you have that. So I do
Exactly.
understand. Thank you so much, Bismi. I have one more question for you.
Mhm.
What advice would you give to others facing similar health challenges, especially those in the demanding careers?
Yes, that's a very good question. And then I would say that not just mothers, everyone around this world should pick up three things that for your health and wealth. So because you can make money anytime, but you can't really make health if it is already gone because it will be expensive. It is you know uh, it is really not achievable. I pick up the real example of Steve Jobs got everything, got Apple, got the money. What happened? He couldn't pick up his health because he was like fully concentrating on the winning side. So to me, three main things that you should be doing every day: 30 minutes for you every day to have a breathing exercise or a nature walk, just to be yourself. No technology, nothing, no distractions. Be with the nature, get that five element. We always say it's I already practiced that, walking barefoot on sand or in a green, or that's the better one. If it is a beach, best one, half an hour walk. And the second one, I would say, connect to your creator. If you are a atheist, or if you are a religious practicing person, or if you feel that there is some other extra energy over there, connect to that energy. There is an energy over there. Connect and then fill your cup, whatever way that you can. Some people can be like a breathing or yoga or something. The next one, be grateful. Whatever you're doing, be grateful that day because you are refilling your cup for your next day. Only these three simple things. Along with that, the last final tip is put your lipsticks on and do that big smiles to everyone. That's it.
You're amazing, Disney. You're amazing. Thank you. I think the techniques you shared, personally, I do follow it every day, and I'm finding the difference as well. So, earthing, which is one technique that is gaining prominence these days. People should try that without technology and spend some time with the nature. Wonderful. What's an amazing That's an amazing speech by Bismi. So shaping the women empowerment for tomorrow. That's her topic. So ladies and gentlemen, please reach out to her. She's wonderful altogether. You get nice suggestions from the 100 people in this session. Please share your contact info with me. So in the chat, so that they will reach out to you directly, and we will also send the list of attendees to you. So either way, we wish you very good luck and continue to participate in the next sessions. And team, please release the polls for Bismi. Thank you so much for attending this session. Ladies and gentlemen, please attend the next session. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the
Yeah,
opportunity. Much
please attend
appreciated.
the next session. See you soon in the next
Bye
session.
bye.
Thank you.